What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. Thank you as ever for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. If you've not done so already, my socials will be appearing at the bottom of the screen. So if you could subscribe to those, I'd really appreciate it. Still looking to try to get to the 2,000 before the end of the season, and I imagine never closer. So again, thank you for all the love and support on the videos. But today, real quick before we get into the video, this is the second time that I'm having to record this because of this reason.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul.
That's why you put your headphones on before you start recording anything so you can hear what your microphone sounds like. Don't know how that happened, but apparently I turned into a demon for that one. But anyways, this is the preview of our Swansea game, which is either, depending on when you watch this, is going to be tomorrow or later on today at 3 p.m. I know it's a little bit of a miracle in itself that that's actually happening. But we are going to be talking about focusing on Swansea just in terms of them as a team. So talking about injuries, insights, style of play, weaknesses, form, more in-depth head-to-head. A little interesting stat just with regards to when Leeds score at home versus what Swansea concede away from home, and then when Leeds concede at home versus what Swansea score away from home, just to give you that little bit of a difference overall, to give you an idea potentially of how the game could run. Looking at the top players, danger men, the little forecast that comes in there as well. So just the usual kind of stuff that I like to do, trying to keep it peppy and moving forwards, but I've been whittering for 2 minutes now, so let's just get into it. Injuries-wise, so for Swansea, there is Harry Darling, Christian Penderson, and Miles Pert-Harris. Hip injury, hamstring injury, and back injury, who are going to be avoiding this next game, according to the statistics. So this game might have just come a little bit too early for them overall. From an insight point of view, we've scored 8 in our last 5. We've won the last 4 against Swansea. Dan James is still ranked number 2 in terms of chances created. Swansea have scored 4 goals in their last 5 matches. However, they haven't scored in the last 2 games. And Timon has created the most big chances for them with 11 chances overall. So, style of play, possession football, short passes, attacking down the right-hand side. I believe they're attacking down the right-hand side when they're away is about 41%. They like to play with width. They aren't aggressive, consistent, first 11. Play the offside trap, and opponents generally tend to play aggressively against them. Now, apologies to Swansea fans that might be watching this. I pulled this statistic from whoscored.com, and they normally give strengths and weaknesses. Genuinely, there weren't any strengths on there, so apologies for that. This is just telling me more sort of what you guys are bad at more than anything else. So, finishing scoring chances, avoiding offside, defending against through ball attacks, defending against skillful players, protecting the lead, aerial duels, avoiding individual errors, stopping opponents from creating chances. So that should technically help us in terms of the style of play that we like to do, depending on obviously who's starting. Looking at their form guide overall, so they have won 2, drawn 1, lost 2, so a bit of a mixed bag. They have, however, lost their 2 games prior to the international break, losing to Watford 1-0 and to Burnley 2-0 overall. So much of a muchness, a little bit similar to ours. We had our, what I like to term as our teeny tiny miniature wobble. So hopefully we can now start to jump forward and progress as it goes on. More in-depth head-to-head if you want to pay a bit more attention to that, to look at that. But as I said previously, we've won our last 4 against Swansea overall. So that's, we've won away 3 times and beaten them at home once in the last 4 that we've actually played against them. So fingers crossed that that continues and then moves up to 5 overall, hopefully. This is the stat that I wanted to talk about. So we've scored 47 goals at home. Swansea have conceded 28 goals away. 16 from open play, 6 from set pieces, 1 from a counter-attack, 3 from a penalty and 2 from an own goal. So hopefully that's quite good for us. It's the next stat that's interesting. Swansea have scored 13 goals away all season. We have conceded at home just 9. Of those, 3 of those were from open play. So generally speaking, we don't. Well, I mean, we know how good our defence has been overall this season and how solid it's been. And, it's not just the defence, it's the midfield as well. It's everybody working together as a team. So we should be a very, very tough opposition for anybody who is playing against us, and particularly coming to Ellen Road. Top players that I'm going to bring in. So we've now got, the drill. I'm not going to run through absolutely everything. So you can see ours are pretty much the same from a Swansea point of view in terms of ratings. Cabango, Darling and Grimes. Got old Matt Grimes. And then you've got, from a scoring point of view, Cullen, Vopotnik and Pete Harris. So it's Cullen and Vopotnik really that we need to make sure that we hopefully try to keep quiet overall. But from a statistic point of view, again, we're leading those statistics. And I know on the day, and I get it, on the day, statistics count for absolutely nothing. It's the team that turns up with the fire in the belly wanting to win the game, but it's just good to have that out there. Danger men, ours is always Perot purely because of the number of goals that he's scored, the number of assists that he's got, down to the number of matches that he's played. So for them, it's Cullen, 10 goals so far this season, 2 assists and 35 played. His XG is 8.4. Perot's is 12.16 overall. Then in terms of what the forecast is, so how, from a statistical point of view, the game is seen as panning out. Leeds to score as a result of an opposition error. Will create many scoring chances. We should score apparently from a through ball. Should score from individual skill. We know the players that we've got and what they're capable of. Apparently we'll be offside often. That has crept into our game a little bit. I say a little bit, a lot recently. There'll be a low number of cards shown, which kind of says that both teams are going to play football. Fingers crossed. And if we do go behind, don't panic everybody, because we will make a comeback if we do go behind. And that's pretty much everything. Like I said, it's just the preview, give you a bit more of an insight into Swansea in terms of what their abilities and capabilities are. And yeah, I'm going to the game tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. I'll be getting the train, then the bus from the centre of Leeds, and then I'll have a pint in the Peacock, go into the ground, have some chicken, and I'll probably have a pint at half-time. And then hopefully I will be bringing you a review of the game as an extremely happy Leeds United fan afterwards. So, with that being said, take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourself. If you've enjoyed the video as well, like it, comment, all of that good stuff. And I'll see you on the other side. Cheers.